I want to start off this video by saying I love movies. I love seeing new indie movies, just like bands. I love seeing new indie movies. I love learning about new artists that are coming out all the time, and I love when deaf talent is showcased. That with being said, this was not the case for the movie I just watched on Netflix. For those of you who followed my Snapchat earlier tonight, there is a movie on Netflix called Hush, Hush, and it is about a deaf writer that lives out in the countryside in the middle of fucking nowhere. She had meningitis, and now she lives in out of the east of things and does not live in a. There was not very much that was said. There was a small descriptor on the. I'm spoiling the shit out of this movie because it's so bad that I don't give a flying fuck. There's a huge problem with this movie because there's no deaf talent whatsoever. The girl who plays Maddie, Kate Siegel, is not deaf. She's hearing. She had little to no ASL training, and it pisses me the fuck off. How do you cast someone that is not deaf for a deaf role? I don't understand this. It is beyond me how anyone could. It's not acceptable. It's not okay. I don't believe in this. This is bullshit. It's utter fucking bullshit. It is, and the only person who I actually recognize is John Turturro, who's been on Big Bang Theory, Arliss. He's done a few other things. He was in Con Man. He's been in a shit ton of things. And he played the idiot boyfriend that the Penny dated, if anyone here that's a Big Bang Theory girl like myself. What's worse is that this would have been a great movie. It has elements of suspense and fear and the idea of being alone in a house by yourself and the element of how you deal with that. That with all this being said, it dragged on. It dragged on like a motherfucker. It was slow as shit. Like when the first kill happened, when Sarah, the John's girlfriend, dies, like that kill was super fast. So I just assumed that this was going to be like on speed point fucking murder, and I was excited for it, as weird as I am. But that was not the case. Once that first shot came, it was supposed to be slow. It was supposed to be to get in your mind, and I get that. Like, the guy that they chose to play this role, John Gallagher, who played this role, I know what he was trying to do, and it's worth it. If you don't know who I'm talking about, if you haven't seen 10 Cloverfield Lane yet, which I'm dying to see, he plays Emmett, and that's who he is in the movie. But getting back to him, I know what he was trying to do. Like I said, I'm not repeating myself because I'm angry. And the slow burn of trying to, like, it was supposed to be a mental aspect to get in your head. But it doesn't work. It doesn't work. I was instantly bored after this slow fucking burn of trying to make you worry if he was going to get into the house or not. I was so fucking bored. I couldn't. And what threw me over the edge in all of this is this girl's lack of signing space. This girl's lack of emotion. Like, so she was emotional. It's just, there were elements that got me saying, fuck. There are scenes of how she thought she was going to die. There were scenes of this, but this whole thing the most thing that pushed me over the edge, that God forbid a deaf woman lives on her own in the woods. What's gonna happen? Fuck you. Fuck you in the goddamn asshole. And for those of you wondering, if you want to see what kind of skill this woman has in signing, this is what it was. Do you see where my anger lies? Fuck! And like I said, there are elements that make this movie so great where you grab at your throat and going, shit. There were elements, there were moments that made me want to hide under my bed and go, fuck. how I felt when I first watched the first Scream movie when I was like 12 years old and not allowed to watch this movie, but I did it anyway because my mother was not in the room. This movie should not have been made. The disrespect to the deaf culture is the main aspect of why I'm so angry. They picked generally good actors and actresses, John Turturro being the only one I actually liked. Everyone else was a forethought. And there's 5 people in this movie. I don't know what budget Netflix gave them or whatever the fuck they got funded. Take the money back and please have this burned down from the internet really fast. I cannot begin to tell you how much I ended up texting Jenna, my band bitch, and just through the entire time, like, I hate this movie, I hate the, why am I finishing, I don't understand why I'm watching this movie, and it's just retarded. Can we, for a second, as a society, think for a fucking second that maybe deaf people are not handicapped, not disabled, not stupid? The idea that a deaf person could live on their own and not take care of themselves and understand. There was a scene in the beginning of the movie where she was talking to a friend and she left some stuff on the stove while she was trying to cook and it did not come out well. And the fire alarm goes off. And it's loud and flashing lights, which I'm used to. It's, you know, anyone who's tried to get my attention usually flashes the lights on and off or anything else. That's the best way to get my fucking attention. And it's just, and it annoys me. Because this woman who, while in the movie, her character is trying to take classes to learn how to sign. And that's great. And I appreciate that. But the dumbass woman doesn't understand why she has such a strong fire alarm. She's deaf, you moron. It's gonna flash, it's gonna have vibration, it's gonna be louder than normal because Soundwave has vibration. Fuck, I'm so angry I can't even speak. The last thing I'm going to say about this is that somehow this woman is a superior lip reader, the deaf woman, who's played, I don't care, I don't know her name, nor do I give a shit. Maddie, who's the deaf woman in the movie, apparently can lip read like a fucking beast. I'm a self-taught lip reader, and let me tell you, it's not fucking easy. Not easy at all. 30 to 40% of lip reading is understood, and a lot of it is fucking guesswork. Do your research, you asshole! I can't on a level, I don't understand how anyone thought this was actually a good movie. I mean, like I said, there were elements that could have made it and made it a good movie. And now by the end of the movie, this girl ends up killing the guy, which is great. But like, for the most part of the movie, like it felt like it was the scary part about it was that she was deaf and she didn't know what to do, and you know that was the scary part that you couldn't hear. There were elements that used deaf culture, like she felt vibration for under the porch to make sure that, like, but it's not that easy to detect. It takes years of understanding what different footstep is a certain situation. Like, and that is, if there's, and it's a clear moonlight night, shadow happens, she's not blind. If the slots from the porch are shown in the movie, which they are, and the moonlight is out, which it was, shadow is a thing. It's science. Sight can work. Huh! I'm done! I cannot recommend enough for this movie to burn in hell. It was the dumbest. The only other movie I watched on Netflix that was about a deaf person who obviously was from a hearing perspective, it was a love story, and I loved it. I believed it or not, I loved it up until a certain point where this guy got cancer, and I was done. X'd out. Done. I was done. After that, it became so unrealistic, and I just checked out. The fact that I did not check out in this movie at all is insane. Alright, I'm going to go and edit this because I am so irrevocably pissed off. I can't begin to tell you how. I don't know if you can tell. Oh, my sweet fucking Moses and Jesus. I am going to put on a Disney movie or something or play my melody. I don't even fucking know. But I'm going to go and I'm going to try to get some. I need something to eliminate the feelings of anger and stress. Oh, I can play Revel 9. Yeah, Quiet Mind will make me feel better. Wide awake. till I wait here for a change. Oh, God. Anyway. Thank God for your songs, DJ. I love you. I'm going to go, and I'm going to edit this video and kind of decompress. But I love your faces, and I'll talk to you later. Peace out, Cubs. Peace.